everybody. I'm here at the AGM for the Florida Rugby Union with Raoul
Besse.
Besse.
Yeah, B-E-S-S-E,
Okay.
Besse. Yeah.
Raoul, you've been around for a long time, probably since last century, right?
1978.
Okay. You've been coaching UCF. You are now president of Orlando. You're still coaching UCF, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this is your first year as president of Orlando?
No, I've been president of Orlando again, but one of the guys had to step down. I stepped up for him. He had a baby, so we just felt it best. Everybody else runs their own clubs. I just sort of help out.
Okay, so let's quickly go over your last season with the UCF. How was that season? Because overall, the girls' college has suffered pretty bad after the pandemic.
Yeah, COVID really hurt rugby in Florida for the women, but we rebuilt last year. We started off with about 8 girls, built up, got about 21, and we took some injuries. We took a loss to Florida, which played really well. We still were the #1 team in the state, and then we got some waivers. Not the new league we're in, CRA, wouldn't let her have our waivers, so we didn't have enough players to go to the playoffs. So we had to not go to the playoffs for the first time. I've been coaching there since 2002. So it was pretty disappointing.
20 years, wow.
Yeah, over 20 years, yeah, Charlie. Didn't go to the playoffs.
So this season, as far as I know, we're going to have at least one more team from St. Thomas, which is always exciting to have a new team. Unfortunately, we lost some teams during this process. Seems like UM is sort of building up, hopefully FIU. So what kind of competition would you like to see for this season?
Well, I just want to play games,
you
Charlie.
Want to play, right?
Yeah, play games, yeah. Well, we've heard USF, we think is going to have a team again this year.
Okay.
They've already reached out to play us in this fall this year, which is great. We know that FSU should be good. We know Florida should be good. St. Thomas, hopefully. And, you know, we're going to be very young. We'll still be a decent side. We got some girls returning, but we'll be a young team. We'll be all right.
Would you like to see maybe something like the men have on the FCC side?
Well, yes, sir. We did try it, and when we tried it, we just don't have the commitment because they forfeit games, and we've often told them, listen, play us. If you have 10, play us. We'll just bring whatever need to play, you know, and this is what we're trying to do with the teams. I know it's hard to play us sometimes, but you know, the only way you get better is play.
Yeah, you guys have to travel all the time because it seems like all the teams are scattered around the, the state.
Like, yes, sir. FSU and UF, we have home and away with. Everybody else, we pretty much travel to play because they're in our league, and the rest aren't. You know, they play Division II. Like Eckerd, usually we'll go over there, but Eckerd does come to us sometimes. But
it's really nice to go to Eckerd, right?
Oh, yes, it's very nice.
I haven't been there, but I always see the.
I would highly tell you to go, Charlie, one time.
Do you think now we're going to have most likely a VP of college women and VP of college men? Is that going to make any difference, or it's pretty much because it has been sort of run separately, even up to now?
I don't think it's going to make a difference. I think that I think you'll just have somebody to go to directly instead of going to the president, which, you know, he's got enough to do. They'll have somebody who can go directly and say, listen, we're having a problem, help us out. But I think the biggest thing is we just got to play games, Charlie. I mean,
you definitely need to play because,
you know, like we schedule, like this year we're going to Landers College. It's a college up in Greenwood, South Carolina. Division II scholarship team, very good team. They just beat Navy in life, but I think they're B-sides, but they play that. And we're going to play them. They're hosting us, and we're going up to play them in October. It'll be our first game.
Here's a little idea. Why don't you invite teams to come over and do a little tournament? Because who doesn't want to come to Florida?
Well, no one wants to come to Florida. Yeah, well, you know, you used to have that Fort Lauderdale team was so good, and we got the college teams coming down. But now most of the teams' championships are in the fall.
Yeah,
we're one of the few, and the problem is in Florida, California, and in the South mainly, it's very hard to play in the fall because they're football traditional schools, and they're not going to let you play when there's football going on. It's just what's going to happen. Like, we can't even play on campus. We have a game, we can't play there. We can't even be on the field. So you're hung, no field.
Let's switch because as you also, this is another interview with the president of Orlando. It's a 2-1. How is Orlando doing? You got on the women's side last year. You had one of those years, you know?
A down year. We got a lot of girls coming back. We've talked to a lot of girls. Looking way better. I think they'll be able to field a team. We had a big function last weekend for the World Cup, the first World Cup game, the Argentina-England game.
Did you guys do that CAPP thing?
Yes.
That was really good. I like that. Yeah.
We had over 150 people show up, Charlie.
Wow.
And it was really good. A lot of girls came out, want to come back and play. Excuse me. And a lot of men showed up. And it was good. Very positive.
Okay, and about Orlando, I know you are like a club in itself that has all these divisions,
yes,
which is great. What's going on with the youth? We miss you so much at the youth level. We really need somebody in Orlando.
Excuse me, that's my big focus right now, trying to find a coach. We've got some inputs into.
It's not, people say, oh, how come Orlando doesn't have a team? Because it's, 2 million people, whatever, but it doesn't matter 2 million. You need that 1 or 2 coaches committed.
So, Charlie, you know this as well as I do. We all continue to give back to rugby.
Yeah.
Most people don't once they they're done. And you get these parents that want to come coach for a while. Once their son's done, they're done. Yeah. So what do you do? So right now we're talking to this fellow that really wants to start it. Hopefully we can get it started again.
Okay. That would be awesome. And even, if you can, younger divisions, you haven't had that
we're trying.
In the past.
We're trying. It's just hard. It's the commitment of people giving help. And, everybody's got their kids doing everything else but rugby. They're playing football, basketball, soccer, and everything else. So
I don't know why, because this is the best sport in the world.
Well,
I mean, what are they doing? What are they doing?
I don't know. You and I agree with that, Charlie. I mean, I wish I could tell you something better than that.
Okay, Raoul, nice to see you always.
Yes, sir.
You're always one of those guys that I see you always everywhere in the big events, small events. 20 years coaching.
Keep going, and thank you for all that you give out to rugby. We really appreciate what you do.
I have fun with it.
I know.
So I'll see you around and good luck this season.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you soon.